Shining Ones, skills on a platform. This is the weekly oracle read for our fire signs. That is Aries, Leo, and Sagittarius. Okay? Let's get it shaken. What came out for our fire signs this week is the nanogram. Now, the nanogram, or called enneagram, or the nine-pointed star, has very high significance regards to numerological value and higher consciousness. All right, for our fire signs, the 9 is the final number in physical incarnation, the life number that prepares the traveler for their transition to the higher realms of consciousness. Okay? The number 9 resonates to a higher frequency and thus enables the ability to communicate more strongly with the higher planes of existence while not fully existing within them. All right? So, our fire signs, you're being encouraged to lean towards the higher consciousness of yourself, right? Lean more towards your higher self, right? Vibrate higher, thus enabling your ability to communicate more strongly with the higher planes of existence while not fully existing within them. So, fire signs, you're being called to even meditate more. Maybe take up yoga, right? Maybe take up some type of spiritualism, right? Focus more on your spirit man versus the physical man, right? And these reads tie in even with the other signs and other elements, because when it's all said and done, we all have a little bit of, maybe 2 or 3 or more of the elements in our chart, right? So even though this is for our fire signs, right, you still can have earth, water, air, all right, within your chart. Okay? And that tells you about yourself. I always encourage people to get an astrology reading, right, on yourself. Get a numerology reading, right? You can find those anywhere online for free. Also, I do provide astrology and numerology readings. So if you're looking for one of those, definitely reach out to me, right? Mine's just going to be a lot more extensive than versus getting the free route, okay? Also, the 9 is the number of physical incarnation, the life number that prepares the traveler for their transition to the higher realms of consciousness. The number 9 resonates to the higher frequency, thus enables the ability to communicate more strongly with the higher planes of existence while not fully existing within them. When it appears, you are being called to bridge the gap between the realms of the physical and the spiritual. So bridging that gap between the physical and the spiritual realm. People are probably wondering, well, how do I do that, right? You must have some type of connection to spiritual aspects of yourself, right? You have your lower self, you have your higher self. What a lot of people call angels and demons, God, the devil, right? They associated with the polarities, right? But then that's only dealing in the 3D realm. That's not higher realms, 5th dimension, 4th dimension, 5th dimension, and beyond, right? where you're dealing with the higher aspect of yourself versus just the physical body. You can't neglect your spiritual side for and focus only on your physical. You're going to be unbalanced. You're going to be incomplete. You're going to be wondering why things don't quite go the way they should be going for you, is because you are neglecting aspects of yourself. Okay? Once again, you are neglecting aspects of yourself, fire signs. When it appears in your being, called to bridge the gap between the realms of the physical and the spiritual, you possess gifts that you may not necessarily be aware of, and now is the time to focus on their development. So also, fire signs, you're being called to focus more on your gifts, right? See, we all are given gifts, but the question is, everyone doesn't exercise those gifts, right? Everyone doesn't take the time out to learn themselves, to be able to find out what gifts that they have, to be able to exercise those gifts. See, we all have a purpose, whether people want to believe it or not, right? The question is, are you fulfilling your purpose? Are you in the process of fulfilling your purpose? Okay. If not, you need to get on it. Every day you wake up is an opportunity to do so, right? It's never too late as long as you're getting up every day and you're still breathing and you're alive. That means you have an opportunity and to reach your goal, to get to your goal, to attain that, right? A lot of people don't reach their goals. I heard a statement someone said is, where is the richest people, right? The richest people are in the graves, because all those ideas, thoughts that they had when they were alive are gone. It's gone forever, right? Now we can get into a little deeper aspects as it not really being gone forever, but we're not going to get into all that, right? Nonetheless, those ideas are buried with those people. Whatever great idea that they had and they passed away with that idea, it's gone. So for our fire signs, your higher self, the higher realms of consciousness, meditate and focus more on that for this week. You'd be surprised how far it takes you, or where it will take you. You possess gifts that you may not necessarily be aware of, and now in time to focus on their development. It is the time for you to take action and transform yourself. No one can do it for you, fire signs. You got to do it. Right? Who wants better for you than you? No one. No one's going to want better for you than you. You have to want it for yourself. You must choose to walk the path or fight the tide. One way or the other. Right? Once again, if you are not full control over your life and your situation, someone else is. Now, the transformational energies of the nonogram encourage you to tread your path with confidence. I know fire signs, you got a lot of confidence, right? But we're not talking about the physical side. Spiritual. So focus on that higher aspect of yourself and build the confidence in that area of your life, and you will see how far you have gone or where you can go. There's no limit. Keep in mind, nothing, scriptures teach, nothing that's in the physical, right, came about unless it was a thought first. Everything in the physical was a thought first. So meaning anything you're trying to manifest, focus more on the spiritual side. Don't neglect the physical side, but focus on that spiritual side and make it manifest in the physical. Also, in the inverted, this card has no inversion. So there's no inversion of this card. So in short, fire signs, focus on higher consciousness this week. Meditate more. Well, that's it for our fire signs. Peace.